As human beings, we often focus primarily on the brain as the primary conductor of our lives. We trust it to think, remember, calculate, judge, and create. It's the master controller, we believe, piloting our existence in a myriad of ways. But have we truly considered the silent partner, the profound role that our heart plays in this complex symphony of life? This isn't about poetry or romance, but a scientific and spiritual exploration into the powerful duet between our brain and heart. The heart, much like the brain, possesses a network of neurons. The heart-brain, as it's known, has its own sense of intelligence. It can learn, remember, and even sense. It's not just a passive organ that pumps blood, but an active participant in the process of living. The heart plays a pivotal role in how we perceive the world and react to it. It's the seed of what makes us authentically human. Our emotions, our compassion, our capacity to love. But there's more to the heart and brain than their individual functionalities. Together, they create a magnificent orchestra that not only produces the rhythm of life, but also determines its quality and essence. They work in harmony to create coherent energy, a powerful state of synchrony that aligns our thoughts, emotions, and actions. This coherence is not just the syncopation of two organs, it's the unison of our physical, mental, and spiritual being. Coherence is not just an internal state, but also a connection to the world around us and the infinite possibilities of the future. When our brain and heart are in sync, we tap into a state of flow where we are at peace with ourselves and in harmony with the universe. In this state, we don't force life, but instead trust in its flow. We become conductors of an orchestra that's in perfect harmony with the music of the universe. The understanding of this brain-heart coherence has profound implications. It suggests that we have the ability to shape our reality and future, not by force or sheer will, but through harmony and trust. Through this alignment, we don't just survive, we thrive. We don't just live, we create life. Now you may wonder, how do we achieve this state of coherence? How do we create this harmonious duet between our brain and heart? How do we tune into this incredible symphony of life and connect with the future? These are the questions we shall explore in this journey together. The brain and heart are more than mere organs. They are potent sources of wisdom and creativity, boundless love and compassion, untapped potential, and transformative energy. This video is not just a discourse, but a journey, an exploration into understanding this amazing connection and tapping into this coherence. A voyage of discovering how we can synchronize our brain and heart to manifest a future of our choice. A journey to connect with our true self and live in harmony with the rhythm of the universe. Modern science has been instrumental in unveiling the mysteries of our existence, one of which is the remarkable synergy between the brain and the heart. There was a time when these two organs were thought to have separate, distinct roles: the brain, the controller of thoughts, and the heart, the engine of life. But recent research paints a far more intricate picture. Researchers from fields as diverse as neuroscience, cardiology, and quantum physics have found evidence of an exquisite dance that the brain and heart perform together. This harmony, often referred to as coherence, is more than just a romantic notion. It's a scientifically observed phenomenon that has profound implications for our health, happiness, and overall well-being. Coherence, in scientific terms, is a state where two or more systems operate in synchrony, generating an organized and efficient performance. When it comes to the brain and heart, this coherence is even more potent. It results in a state where our cognitive functions improve, our emotions stabilize, and our body operates at its peak efficiency. But the impact of coherence extends beyond our biological systems. It reaches into the realm of our consciousness, affecting how we perceive and interact with the world around us. Scientific studies have shown that when we achieve brain-heart coherence, our body produces a series of beneficial effects. Our immune system gets a boost, our stress levels reduce, our emotions stabilize, and our cognitive functions improve. This results in a state of optimal performance, where we feel healthier, happier, and more balanced. HeartMath Institute, a pioneer in this field, has developed tools and techniques that enable us to measure and achieve this state of coherence. According to their research, when we are in a state of coherence, we are not only at our peak performance, but also in a state of openness and receptivity to new possibilities. This state of coherence brings about an elevated state of being, a higher consciousness, unlocking the gateway to the future, a future not bound by past experiences or existing realities, but one shaped by infinite possibilities. Coherence is more than just a state of mind. It's a state of being. It's a physical, mental, and spiritual alignment that connects us to a universe of possibilities. It's a doorway to a new way of living and experiencing life. Through coherence, we can tap into a stream of consciousness that allows us to perceive a reality beyond the confines of our past experiences and our present circumstances. This altered state of perception is the key to creating our desired future. In the realm of quantum physics, it's suggested that our observation affects reality. This concept, often referred to as the observer effect, implies that we are not just passive participants, but active creators of our reality. The more coherent our energy is, the more powerfully we can influence our reality. And when we synchronize our brain and heart, when we enter a state of coherence, we can manifest a future that's in tune with our deepest desires. Trust is an inherently human characteristic. It's a silent bond, an unspoken contract that forms the bedrock of our relationships with others, ourselves, and the universe. But have we ever considered the role of trust in shaping our future? This chapter delves into the transformative power of trust, as it serves as the bridge between our present and future. Trust is not just an emotional state. It's a state of being, a mode of existence. It embodies the principle of surrender, the act of letting go. When we trust, we relinquish our need for control. We let go of the tightly held reins of our life and surrender to the flow. This act of surrender is not one of defeat, but one of victory, the victory over fear, doubt, and uncertainty. When we trust, we shift from fear to love, from doubt to belief, from uncertainty to clarity. Trust is the light that illuminates our path, guiding us through the dark forest of uncertainties towards a future filled with infinite possibilities. Trust allows us to traverse the bridge of the present to the future with grace and ease. Trust is an active participation in the unfoldment of the universe. It's a way of saying, I know that I am part of a grand design, and I trust this design, even if I can't see all the parts. When we trust, we acknowledge that we are part of a greater whole, and that this whole is moving towards harmony, balance, and growth. Trust is the key to unlocking the power of brain-heart coherence. When we trust, we let go of resistance and open ourselves to the harmonious flow of energy between our brain and heart. We align our thoughts, emotions, and actions with the rhythm of the universe. We become co-creators of our future. When we trust that the future is unfolding as it should, we become observers rather than controllers. We become active participants in the grand symphony of life, contributing our unique melody to the universal orchestra. In this state, we're not merely looking for the future, we are creating it with every heartbeat, every thought, and every moment. However, trust is not about blind faith. It's not about abandoning reason or ignoring reality. It's about harmonizing the analytical and intuitive, the rational and emotional, the brain and the heart. It's about understanding that our reality is shaped by a blend of seen and unseen forces, known and unknown factors, tangible and intangible elements. Trust is about embracing this beautiful complexity of life and surrendering to its flow. Trust is also a practice, much like mindfulness or gratitude. The more we practice trust, the more we strengthen our brain-heart coherence, and the more we align with the universal rhythm. It's a practice that cultivates patience, peace, and acceptance, empowering us to meet life's challenges with grace and resilience. So far, we discussed the scientific underpinnings of brain-heart coherence, the role of trust, and the potent synergy of these concepts in shaping our reality. Therefore, now we delve into a transformative practice that ties all of these elements together, the art of getting out of the way. At first, the phrase getting out of the way might seem paradoxical, especially in a culture that promotes action, control, and constant doing. But this concept encapsulates a profound wisdom, the recognition that our greatest power lies not in forceful doing, but in skillful being. Getting out of the way is not about inaction or passivity. Instead, it's about making space for the natural, universal forces to operate optimally. It's about reducing the noise of our ego, quieting our incessant mental chatter, and aligning our energy with the rhythm of life. It's an act of surrendering control, not to be powerless, but to tap into a greater power, the power of coherence, of universal energy, and of creation itself. When we get out of the way, we allow our brain and heart to synchronize seamlessly, generating coherent energy that amplifies our creative power. We surrender our preconceived notions, rigid expectations, and fears that often cloud our perception and limit our potential. This clears the path for us to access higher states of consciousness, opening us to new possibilities, insights, and solutions. By getting out of the way, we become receptive to the whispers of our intuition, the language of our heart, and the wisdom of the universe. It's like turning down the volume of a noisy radio to tune into a frequency that resonates with our authentic self, a frequency that guides us to our desired future. The art of getting out of the way is about recognizing and releasing the barriers we've unconsciously erected. These barriers, fears, doubts, limiting beliefs, often act like filters, coloring our perception of reality and influencing our choices and actions. By recognizing and releasing these barriers, we clear our perceptual lens, allowing us to see reality more clearly and objectively. Getting out of the way also implies an inherent trust in the process of life. It requires faith in the wisdom of our heart, in the creative power of our coherent energy, and in the benevolence of the universe. This trust propels us from a state of fear and scarcity to a state of love and abundance. It frees us from the shackles of our past and opens us to the infinite possibilities of the future. Finally, getting out of the way is an ongoing practice of awareness, acceptance, and alignment. It involves cultivating a deep awareness of our thoughts, emotions, and energy patterns. It entails accepting our present reality without judgment, understanding that it's a stepping stone to our desired future. And most importantly, it involves aligning our thoughts, emotions, and actions with our heart's wisdom and our future aspirations. Embarking on a journey towards coherence and a better future is not about radical changes or overnight transformations. It's about simple, consistent, and mindful practices that align our heart and brain, enhance our trust in the unfolding of life, and enable us to get out of the way. Therefore, in this part of the video we present practical techniques that can be integrated into our daily lives to manifest these principles into reality. Number 1. Mindfulness meditation. Mindfulness meditation is a potent practice for cultivating brain-heart coherence. It brings our attention to the present moment, reducing the mental noise that often impedes the harmonious synchronization of our brain and heart. By anchoring our awareness in the now, we also cultivate a sense of trust, as we're not fretting about the past or anxious about the future. Here's a simple mindfulness practice. Sit comfortably in a quiet place, close your eyes, and focus on your breath. As you inhale and exhale, Let your attention rest gently on the sensation of the breath moving in and out. If your mind wanders, gently bring it back to the breath. Begin with just 5 minutes a day and gradually increase the duration as you get more comfortable with the practice. Number 2. Heart-focused breathing. Heart-focused breathing is a technique developed by the HeartMath Institute that's designed to foster brain-heart coherence. It involves consciously directing our breath into and out of the heart area. This simple act can harmonize our physiological systems, inducing a state of coherence that enhances our cognitive functions, emotional balance, and overall well-being. To practice heart-focused breathing, sit comfortably, close your eyes, and place your hand over your heart. Take slow, deep breaths, imagining that you're breathing in and out through your heart. Try to align the rhythm of your breath with the rhythm of your heart. Practice this for a few minutes each day, gradually extending the duration as you become more accustomed to the technique. Number 3. Intentional visualization. Visualization is a powerful tool for shaping our reality. It involves mentally picturing the future we desire, generating emotions associated with that future, and allowing these emotions to permeate our being. This process aligns our thoughts, brain, and feelings, heart, fostering a state of coherence that enhances our creative power. To practice intentional visualization, set aside a few minutes each day to mentally picture your desired future. Engage all your senses in this mental image. See it, hear it, taste it, smell it, touch it. Feel the emotions associated with this future: joy, peace, fulfillment, gratitude. Trust that this future is unfolding as you envision, and let go of any need to control how it manifests. Number 4. Gratitude practice. Gratitude is a powerful emotion that can shift our energy from fear and lack to love and abundance. It opens our heart, syncs it with our brain, and generates a coherent energy that aligns us with the universal flow. To practice gratitude, start each day by writing down 3 things you're grateful for. They don't have to be big things. Even simple pleasures or everyday blessings count. As you note down each item, take a moment to genuinely feel the gratitude in your heart. Over time, this practice can become a habit that constantly aligns you with the state of coherence. Number 5. Surrender practice. Finally, surrender is an essential part of getting out of the way and allowing the future to unfold. It involves letting go of our need to control every aspect of our lives and trusting the universal flow. To practice surrender, take a few moments each day to mentally hand over your worries, fears, and desires to the universe. Imagine these concerns as a bundle that you're handing over to a trusted friend. Feel the relief that comes with surrendering these burdens, and trust that the universe is working towards your highest good. These practices offer a way to bring the principles discussed in this video into your daily life. They're simple, yet profound tools that can transform our energy, consciousness, and reality. Remember, consistency is key. It's not about doing these practices perfectly. It's about doing them regularly, with awareness and intention. I hope you enjoyed today's message. See you in the next video.